How to run an effective open house. John Carter here. I'm the broker and owner at RE/MAX River City in Edmonton, Alberta. And in the market we're in now especially, but in any market, open houses can be a very effective way to generate new leads, new business, and give you a reputation for a certain area and having market knowledge in a certain area. So we have a lot of questions from people newer to the industry, and we see a lot of, mistakes made by experienced agents or more experienced tenured agents on how to run an effective open house. So there's lots of strategies, but these are ones that we've seen people use very effectively. So we'll run you through the system. So if you're going to have an open house, it needs to be on a listing that's an attractive, saleable listing. You don't do open houses to appease sellers. It's a common misconception, and it's a big waste of time. If your seller wants you doing open houses because they're not getting showings, that's not what's going to generate that. Probably an indication that that listing's overpriced, or it doesn't show well, or it's not positioned properly. So for starters, set those expectations with your sellers at the time that you're listing the property, and choose open houses on properties that are the most attractive, that are most likely to sell, because that's what you're using them for, is to help market the listing, but really it's for the realtor to get more business, to get either other listing leads in the neighborhood or generate buyers that they're going to sell that listing, or more likely pick up as a buyer client and sell another property and work with them under buyer brokerage. So how to run an effective open house? Step one, pick an effective listing to do it on. Now, promotion is the key to a good open house. So if it's your listing and you have time in advance of putting it on the market, then you're going to schedule maybe 2-3 weeks out. Get all your photos done, your listing video done, all the pre-promotion done, and you start advertising that open house. And so have the prep time at least a week or so beforehand. You get all the ads out. A really effective way right now is to use Facebook events and off your Facebook page that you have, and be promoting that as an event and ad promote it. So spend some money promoting based on interest on Facebook, potential buyers that would be interested in the home. Or you can also do by geography, so targeting people in the neighborhood that'll see that open house. Now, another effective way to do this is the Wednesday or Thursday evenings are most successful before the open house on the weekend. What I call a 5-5-10 or more if you can. So you're going to go up and down the street, 5 houses left and right, and 10 across the street, and more if you can. We know lots of people that go out with teams when they have really effective mega open houses, and they'll go out as a team and they'll door knock 100 doors in and around that listing. And they bring with them a highlight sheet that has an invitation for neighbors exclusive open house. So you're going to do an open house an hour or 2 hours before the public open house. So you present that to the neighbors as this is your exclusive opportunity for the neighbors to be welcomed in. If you know anyone looking to move into the neighborhood, or if you've considered selling and you're just curious and you want to come take a look at how we market this home, feel free to come by. This is your exclusive invitation. Now that does two things. One, it's more likely for them to come because they feel that it's like they're actually invited. And two, anybody who walks in the door during that time period, you don't have your open house signs all in the neighborhood. You just have one right in front, and you have an exclusive neighbors open house, kind of poster on there. Anyone who walks in at that time, you know they're a neighbor. And so those are your opportunities to follow up and have those targeted conversations if they might be thinking of selling, or if they know someone looking to move into the neighborhood. And so it identifies who they are and sort of separates them from the general public. Then secondly, either the same day, so on that Saturday or Sunday that you're doing the open house, 2 to 3 hour window is the most common for an open house. Choose the most effective time based on the neighborhood. So if it's a condo and you're targeting millennial buyers, you're not going to start it at 9 a.m., right? You might want to do it from like 11 to 2 and overlap either side of the lunch hour type thing, where they can pop by after a brunch stop if it's a walkable neighborhood or something like that. Or secondly, if you're targeting families, same thing. You might do a 10 a.m. start on a weekend until like 1 p.m. or something like that. So pick the most effective time based on the property and kind of the clients that you're targeting. And then make sure to have refreshments, make sure to have a sign-in sheet when people arrive, and it's also to protect your seller. So just plain and simply saying, the seller has requested that we confirm identities of everyone and have them sign in. You are going to be walking through the home, so we just need to know who you are for security reasons. I've I never had any issues with presenting that at open houses when I was selling residential. And I have had once or twice where people wouldn't want to, and we said, I'm sorry, unfortunately, we're not able to allow you into the home. If you want to identify who you are and you want to walk through the house, you could steal things. So it serves a double purpose. You present it as the security measure, and then say, we're not going to bug you with available properties and whatnot unless you'd like that. So have something on your sign-up sheet. There's a few apps that you can use on mobile devices like tablets and stuff that work pretty slick. But a good old-fashioned sign-up sheet that says, are you interested to receive market information about this neighborhood? And are you looking to buy or sell in the next 6 months? Have a little checkbox. And a lot of people that might not engage in conversation about that will say, yeah, I'd like to be receiving information. So you can start sending them listings in the area and having follow-up conversations with those. So that's how you capture and convert that lead. Now, lastly, obviously you do all the setup. You've got signs on all the major intersections. You've pre-promoted it, so hopefully you get good traffic through that listing. The key to it is then engaging in conversation with the people that come through. So we've always found the most effective approach is that of just conversational. They're walking in expecting kind of a salesperson, and so no one needs you to explain the house. They know what a kitchen is and a living room is. You can walk them through one by one, or if the seller's comfortable with them being unaccompanied, you can have people walk through and just roam the house and say, let me know if you have any questions. And then you're gonna spend the time not pointing out all the little features of the house, but understanding them and asking open-ended questions about, are you looking in the neighborhood? Are you working with any realtors yet to help you find a place? That should be on your checklist as well, that they fill out. Do you have a realtor you're engaged with currently? And find out if it's them, is the family moving, is there kids too? Just ask open-ended probing questions and have a conversation. And then making sure that you give everyone a highlight sheet so they have the information about the property and your contact information. And also, and this is a key nugget, make sure that you have other active listings in a public view printed format. So you're not giving away confidential information you're not supposed to, as we've seen that at open houses too, where people have agent detail sheets that they're not supposed to have for public. But have some other comparable listings. So it changes the conversation from you just trying to sell a house to I'm a realtor that you can hire to help you buy any house. And so they see what you have available, they see that, and they get the opportunity for them to say, yes, I would like follow-up information. Make sure to have your card attached to those as well for those that want that. And you can have an effective open house that generates new business that you can follow up on, close those people for buyers meetings or sellers listing appointment meetings, and leverage one business to the next. So that's how to do effective open houses, and we wish you great success.